Welcome to Unlocking Las Vegas with your favorite redhead realtor, Erin Pearson Mills. We're going to be covering the greater areas of Las Vegas all the way to Pahrump and Mesquite, talking about trends, events, sports, and more. I'm super excited to welcome all of our guests this year and have a great time, which is everything Unlocking Las Vegas. Welcome back to Unlocking Las Vegas. Holla. I don't even know what date it is. It's like, I feel like it's like the end of January, but it's only like January 8th or 9th. What? I don't even know.
It's really close to the end of January.
Well, so we have Leslie back, Miss Hustle and Heels, the most fabulous loan officer in town. Actually, not in town. Where do you serve?
Actually, our company serves all of the 50 states. I serve mainly Las Vegas, Henderson, all of the surrounding areas.
Okay, love that. And with me with EXP, I always like to tell my clients it's all 50 states plus 22 countries. Bam.
Bam.
Bam. Okay. So, it's a new year. I hate this term. New year, new you. But I guess we're going to talk about it because I guess you do want to change things. So, I heard you had an exciting weekend.
I did. We did our very first mastermind of the year. And so we were discussing movement mortgage.
Okay.
We had a mastermind in Reno and
I love cheer camps. Like I call them cheer camps. It just makes me feel so good.
There was a lot of cheer camping going on. So I don't do new me, new year. I don't do all of that. I do old me, new trends, I guess. So one of the topics of conversation.
New trends.
New
okay.
trends.
All right.
Topic of conversation was, what are the pitfalls holding you back? What are the things that held you back last year that you'd like to overcome this year?
Okay, so these are the questions that I hate to answer. I hate when people ask me these things because I just hate them. Like if they're like, what's your favorite movie? How are you ever going to pick that? How could how I feel?
So easy.
What's your favorite movie?
How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, Erin.
That is your favorite movie?
That is my favorite movie.
You would just
repeat.
over and over and over?
Yes.
I like that movie. It definitely wouldn't be my favorite. But okay, so don't ask me the question.
Come on, Erin, what's your favorite movie?
Oh, my favorite movie, it depends on if I'm cooking. I love Julie versus Julia.
Okay.
And that's like all the time. I always like to say Father of the Bride, not the original, but the one with Steve Martin. I love that one. It's like feel good. But I don't even know. I don't know.
Do you not have a favorite movie?
The Wolf of Wall Street. Do I actually have to say that?
That's
I mean,
good.
that's my favorite movie. Okay, so hurdles. Okay,
yes.
So what did you learn? What are we hurdling?
Wow. So my tagline going into mastermind was,
because they make you do these things.
They make you do these things. It's uncomfortable.
Is it like a housewife tagline? Oh my gosh, we should have a total competition.
Tagline.
Okay,
this
all right.
is a business tagline.
Okay.
So it was fear of making it rain because I don't have an umbrella.
Okay. So can I break that down?
Go ahead.
Okay.
Let's do it.
So I feel like a lot of people are like, I don't want more business because I don't know how to control it.
See,
correct?
And I look at that's basically, but the way I looked at it is, I want more business, so I have to get in the uncomfortable space of how do I control the business?
Okay, sort of a spin on mine.
Yes.
So I teach a lot of agents because, there's times where I might have 12 in escrow.
Yeah.
And if you don't have stuff put into place, I say stuff, okay? Because we have two different jobs here. Mm-hmm. So if I don't have questions answered, if I don't have these questions filmed, put on YouTube, shortened down, put on my phone so I can just text it out to them so they can watch a simple video like, what's earnest money? What does it mean? I'm going to get the same question and a lot of time lost explaining what this is over and over and over. So you're putting all the things in place. And you know what? But you can't just stop your business and just wallow down that hole. I've got to create this before I can. I'm always like, just get it going.
Just get it going.
And do it as you're going.
Correct.
Okay?
Correct.
So
okay. That's what we're
so I've got a good
into.
hurdle for you. Okay, but you continue.
Yeah, so that's basically, those are the things that we're diving into right now. What are the things holding you back? Not just in business, obviously. We can, adapt this to anything. What's holding you back in life? What are those things that scare you? And why do we only talk about it in January?
Right.
So we should be doing quarterly reviews and going through and really kind of fine-tuning what makes us happy and what makes us move and what makes us tick.
I know. I have a coach, and I've had him for 5 years, and we do it all the time because he'll have me on his podcast and whatever. And he was like, "Have you found a hobby yet?" And I'm like, "No." And even this year, he was like, "Okay, so what are you doing for you this year, Erin?" I was like, "We're going to Disney. Where I'm booking all these travel." Yeah. And he was like, "With who?" And he's like, "My kids, my husband." He's like, "Yeah, no, that's not for you." And I'm like,
correct.
So he's always like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I still haven't found a hobby, yo."
You got to find a hobby.
I don't know what the hobby's going to be. I don't know.
You can figure it out.
Because I can't even travel with you. I mean, all I want to do is travel, and I'm not traveling by myself. Me and Ferris talked about this.
Who says you can't travel with me?
No. But see, I have to do something for myself.
Correct.
So we can't go on a girls' trip. Is the whole point?
Right.
Are you going to carry my bags and call the Uber and get all the ice for the room?
I will.
All right, we're getting ahead of ourselves. So, what did you discover that your hurdle was? Describe the rain and the umbrella that it means to you.
Okay, so I figured out two of my pitfalls where it was I needed a virtual assistant to help me maintain and work on my social media. So I did that, put that in place.
You're welcome.
Well.
You're welcome.
You.
Yes.
Second thing is I did hire a coach. So I hired a business coach. I did my onboarding. I did the DISC test. They're helping me identify very quickly the things that I can do that will help move the business forward. So one of the phrases is you can't eat the elephant at one time, right? So
Gross.
You got to do it in bites. And so it's really breaking it down to doing 5 things. And once you complete those 5 things, you have another 5 things. And so basically that coach is going to hold me accountable for completing and moving forward with the 5 things.
Well, I think that as humans, if we see a big task, we just turn around, we just don't do anything. So that's where I was maybe 6 years ago. I was really good at social media with our other wedding venue business, but it was primarily Facebook with a little bit of Instagram. Now, 6 years ago, welcome, has always been YouTube, but welcome TikTok, welcome, you have to be everywhere all at the same time. And so I, at my age, we're just going to call it, I was really scared of, TikTok, and I didn't know how to be trendy and all the things. And, I found it so overwhelming. I did. I think I threw my phone a couple times. I didn't do anything. And so, speaking of the virtual assistant, which I did help you get yours because I love mine, is at a certain point taking that off your plate and just being able, so what I'm teaching in my social media classes is get really good and build your foundation on one. If you can do, let's say, Facebook for 30 days, exactly how I tell you to do it and stay consistent, you're ready to add your next 5 tasks. You're ready to add.
For sure.
You literally can't do all 10 of them at the same time.
Correct.
Don't even try unless you're just taking a lot of drugs or something. You just don't have the energy, you don't have the bandwidth, mind power, and you're not going to do it well.
You're not going to do it well. And that's one of the things is I always use you as an example because we did meet 4 years ago, and I've really taken a page out of your book on how to move myself forward on social media, because you have to look at anything that you do in life, whether it's business or personal, you have to be in people's newsfeed, meaning either face-to-face, belly-to-belly, or in their actual newsfeed on social media, or you become irrelevant, because we are such a society of right now, right here, this is what's happening.
Hummingbird brain.
Hummingbird brain. And so if you're not taking advantage of the ability to be on social media where it is free and buying brain cells, you're kind of missing the boat.
Well, that's my whole point. I have a million people come up to me all the time and they're like, what do you spend on advertising? How do you do this? What do you do this? Which is why we've created these classes. And so I am going to be doing them in person. They're going to be on Zoom. All that we are going to record it because I don't like repeating myself. So if I film you telling how to do Facebook for your first step, it's just going to be recorded. It's going to be out there for you guys. But I lost my train of thought. That happens.
Because you're in the news feed. You're
That's true.
Here right now.
That's true. But I mean, you know what? As famous as anybody wants to become, and really you got to break that down. You want to be famous on social media, or do you really want to touch people's lives? You have to be authentic. I use filters, love you. I'm never going to apologize for that. I am 40, how old am I? 6 years old.
Why do I know your birthday and you don't?
I don't know, because anyway, the thing is that we all want to be pretty, and that is fine and good, and when they say they want you to be authentic and raw, do it in your own way. And so just this morning, we have been picking up Panera every single day for the last 7.5 years, okay? So because we have the Animal Foundation, we get to pick up this Panera, we get to distribute it. And I was just, with this broken hand, I'm still hucking these giant bags, and I just turned the camera around. I was like, you know what, you guys, don't just be busy and in with yourself and your family and your kids and your husband and this and just busy. Like, actually take the time to donate your time and do something good for somebody else. And I said, you know what? Give a compliment. Give a goddamn compliment. It's not that hard. I mean, I embarrass my husband all the time. We'll go stand in lines at Target. Somebody looks like they're having a rough day, and I'm like, I like your earrings, but I want to mean it. You
want to mean it.
So,
being a servant leader makes you a good leader in general, I believe.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's all the dancing and all the things and all the tips and tricks, but I mean, at the end of the day, people message me on Facebook. I do not know them. We might be in the same church group or a friend of a friend, but they feel like they already know me and they're comfortable with me, because if you look at my social media, it's literally me day to day.
Day to day.
It's not all production.
Right.
It's not all just set up. Don't do that. Don't be plastic. We can tell.
You can definitely tell. And so that's one of the things that I've taken a really big initiative in the last probably 6 months, is just taking pictures and videos of my real life, because real life is messy. It's
not just
beautiful,
at events,
all of the
not
things.
just at the fancy
Correct.
cocktail parties
Correct.
and the mixers that we get to go to, which is beautiful.
I mean, over New Year's, I needed to get some videos done for some special realtors and clients and things, and I was getting ready. I had a very busy holiday season, and I was in my bathroom getting ready, raw, no makeup, just getting the videos done, because you've got to get it done, and it just is what it is. Like, that's how I am, and that's how they see me, and however it shows up on social media is really how I am. So it's important to be authentic when you're in your production. You need to be authentic, because, like you said, people know.
Yeah, and no matter what business you're in, even if you're using social media just as a regular human being, a lot of people do want the likes and the comments, and it's dopamine. It's
dopamine.
The current opiate of our society.
Here's your word of the year.
What, opiates? Oh,
Dopamine.
Let's not. Dopamine. Well, and with the dopamine, and people do feel really, really good. And a lot of people look at my social media and they realize I don't have an astronomical amount of followers. And I am here to tell you, it is not about quality, it is about quantity. Because bet you, I can look at anybody's social media, let's say you have 100,000 followers, let's say you have 15,000 followers. I can simply click on over, look at your views, and I know you bought your followers. For the love, don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. Because, if you don't want to be my friend or listen to what I have to say because I have 5,000 followers, you're doing something wrong. Because, if you click over, it's the reach and it's what you're putting out there. So with the dopamine factor, I mean, a lot of realtors are like, when's it going to work, Erin? When is it going to work? You have asked me.
I've said.
You have asked me that.
I've asked 100 questions,
and I said,
for
you
sure.
don't want to know how long I've been consistent on Facebook, because you will go into that black hole of not doing it.
Right.
The consistency portion is real, okay? And so I have been, since I've had my coach, and I'll mention him. You're welcome, John Story. I love John's story. I was really fairly consistent before him, but he really kind of honed me into the consistency and the algorithm. And I kind of regurgitate what he says because it works. The consistency has been going on for about 6 years. And so, but I don't know when you're going to see results. It does depend on the ebb and the flow of society and the market and, the stuff that you're putting out there. So to each its own. It's like starting a diet. You and me start a diet. When are we going to see results? It's going to be completely different.
Completely different.
Okay. And, that's right. We did discuss this. What is your word of the year? Again, I hate this, but I came up with one. It's probably wrong, but what's yours?
Transformational. So this year is going to be
so
about
basic.
growth. No, it's
so January.
It's about not being scared of making it rain, because you'll always find the umbrella, right? Because it's transformational. You have to ebb and flow. Look, last year was, for some people, a challenging market. I did okay.
And see, I didn't have a problem with
Right.
that. And so when you asked me like, what, it was a tough year last year. I was like, I didn't think so. I had a freaking giant wedding in the middle of it.
Great year.
Yeah, I mean, the kids are great, the husband's great, travel's great, business is great. I'm digging myself out of that wedding financial hole. Kids, just elope. But it was, I only have one daughter, and so that's good. So I don't like, and yes, I'm annoyingly positive.
Yeah, but the purpose of the word of the year isn't to make a change or to be different or new year, new me.
Because I don't like goals.
It's just supposed to be a word that you can go back to no matter what type of mood you're in. Positive or negative, doesn't matter. You have this word and it just makes you remember that's going to be my year.
So if you have a dark day, you're like, I have to transform. I just want to know how I'm supposed to appropriately use this word.
It's transformative.
Okay, mine has always been, maybe a few years ago, has been horse blinders. Everybody, I don't care what gender, age, or business you're in, you're always going to look around the room and be like, I'm not pretty enough, loud enough, good enough, this enough, whatever the hell it is. And so mine has always been horse blinders. So I don't know if that's an appropriate word.
It's an appropriate
Put back on your horse blinders, because if I start to look sideways, I'm like, what they've done in 3 years, we've been in the business the same amount of time. That's not fair. I didn't do it. That is not good. To me, if I look around the room, that's my downfall. And so mine would be horse blinders.
Which is great because it's a phrase that you can refer back to.
Because when I have in a down day or somebody
you
else
put on the blinders, let's go.
Horse blinders. So okay, that's my word.
Come on, what was your mom's word of the year?
Oh my gosh, my mother. If anybody knows my mother, who is absolutely spastic and does too much, it was simplify. And I was like, Can I film you saying that, Mom? You need a plan and a goal. Simplify? As she
Mom and her chickens.
Yeah, all 800 chickens and all 28 horses and all the things.
But we love us some
some Christy McKee, yes. All right, so anyway, I don't even know how to wrap this up, but how are we going to wrap this up? I just think that
Let's do...
A would you rather?
A would you rather.
Okay, would you rathers are my favorite. All right. Would you rathers. Okay. These are terrible.
I think they're amazing.
Okay. Would you rather forever?
Yeah.
And there's no cure. Would you rather have smelly feet or bad breath?
Smelly feet.
I think so too. I talk to way too many people.
Yeah.
Like I could smell it coming up.
Yeah, that's okay. At least it's not coming out of your face.
Smelly feet. Okay.
Yep.
Ooh. Did you pick this one?
I
picked this one for me. You picked it for Mr. Mills.
I picked it for Craig Mills.
Would you rather run into an alien or Bigfoot? I'd be you'd be a millionaire no matter what. Bigfoot.
You could run from Bigfoot.
You run downhill. It's like a big bear. You run downhill because they're better running uphill.
Does it work like a bear where you get bigger, they'll run away?
Dude, I have no idea.
Let's figure that one out.
Okay, last one. Why you gotta go all deep? Okay, 1 minute conversation with your past self or your future self.
Past self.
Why? I'm done with her. Oh my gosh, I'm the worst. I am the worst person with history and anything that happened. I was like, next. So why would you talk to your past self?
Because she was really a scared little person.
But you'd be like, whoop.
Yes, just let her know it's
in the future. Have you not seen Back to the Future?
Okay, stop. It was literally on this weekend. Go ahead.
Okay.
What would you do?
Future self.
Why?
So I could win the lottery.
Do you not want an element of surprise?
Bet.
No element of surprise?
No.
Okay, wizard. All right.
No, future self for vanity reasons only.
I want to see that on video.
Yes.
Let's do it.
Exactly. So coming up this year, we're going to start, pretty hard. We're doing you're sponsoring. Thanks for sponsoring.
You're welcome.
So when we do classes, when anybody does classes, we always get a great sponsor. They do bring, the snacks and treats and everything and the knowledge and information that everybody needs. And so, how many weeks are we doing this? We're doing this for about 8 weeks, and we're having social media mastery classes. And I think everybody really needs that help, because I can guarantee you, okay, that is a strong word. It depends on you.
Hold on. Even if you don't think you need the help, trust me, you need the help.
You 100% need the help because social media is free, okay? And I can't beat that down into your brain enough. Do not pay for the shiny things. That directly comes from John's story. Because when you first get, you just think you want to just buy all this stuff. Buy
all this stuff.
Only buy coaching from John's story. You think you're just going to hit this button and it's just going to happen, and it's not. It's work and consistency. And so I love to share. I don't think anybody should say they're the masters of social media. No. But what I've done worked, and I'm happy to show people. I hate when people ask me my numbers. I feel like I'm on a date, and I've never dated. I've been married for 147 years.
I'm with
It's
you.
like, hi, how many did you have in escrow? How many deals did you do? I hate that. What if I did 4 deals and they were all $14 million? Is that the same? My point is that year after year for the past 6 years, I have doubled. A couple times I've tripled.
Yes.
So that's kind of the goal.
I've been very fortunate to be on that train with you.
Yes. Oh, guys.
Yes.
You know what? Leslie made me. I mean,
No.
she did not want to be my friend. She did not. She goes,
that is so not
I don't work
true.
with green agents.
She is so
I am
not true.
different. I am different. But yes, Leslie has
Okay.
been on the Redhead Realtor train for the entire time,
Yes,
and we've
great.
grown together. That is
Yes.
not going to be my word. Not growth.
No,
whatever.
it's horse blinders.
Horse
I'm
blinders.
going to write that down for you.
Exactly. So we'll post all the links and all the fun things if you want to see us in person on Zoom, or it will be recorded. And we're going to break it down into Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. There might be a mention about X or LinkedIn, of those which I do not do. I do create content, and my VA does that, but that's not my jam. So if you're looking for that, go somewhere else. And I love you so much. I think that you should just turn really quick, do a little spinny spin, because I love your jacket.
Oh, the jacket.
I need to do some more branding, but
Okay, you
I
guys,
have the red
I do have
hair.
to give a shout out because an agent bought me this jacket.
It's adorable.
Isn't it super fun?
Yeah, it's really good. Yeah, I don't do enough branding. I carry the red hair around. I think that's enough.
It's great branding.
And the eyelashes and, social media. So signing off for today. Love your hashtag Redhead Realtor LV. We'll talk about hashtags next week because they really mean a lot. So people killing themselves over hashtags, I don't love you. But you are hashtag hustle in heels.
LV.
LV, yes.
Yes.
I use it all the time, even though I do not hustle in heels very much anymore. So, love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you consistently. Oh, that should be the word of the year. Freak. Consistent. Okay, we'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching Unlocking Las Vegas.